Mic is on. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hang on. Why is the W a V in your font? It's not a V. There's a little peak in the middle. It's different, you see. Anyways, welcome to the stream, guys. Tell me first off, how does everything look? Because it's telling me my video output is low and the stream health is not good. But it looks fine to me, and everything in OBS looks fine. So if any of you are having trouble like hearing stuff or the video is weird, just like tell me, because that's something I kind of need to know. Hang on, let me check my own stream real quick. Because it's telling me my video output is low and the stream health is not good. But it looks fine to me, and everything in OBS looks fine. So okay, everything looks fine to me. So let me know if everything's looking good. Yes, I'm a question first. How can I convince my parents to my music, and how much RAM, etc. should my PC have? As far as how much RAM you should have, as much as you can afford. The more RAM you have, the better, honestly. I'm running my PC. I need to get an upgrade. I literally have, I'm pretty sure I only have 8 gigabytes of RAM. So I'm not doing that great. I do have 2 hard drives though. I have a solid state and I have a normal, just like a hard disk. But that's only recently, since I got it out of the shop. Yeah, I have a lip ring now. Is it 12.5? This FL? Yeah, this is the latest FL. I've updated it. As far as convincing your parents, I can't say I have any experience doing that because, like, my parents, as soon as I started, were kind of like, yeah, they were very supportive of it, and they still are, especially since I, like my mom gets more excited once I hit a subscriber, like, milestone than I do. Like, I mean, I'm really grateful for that, but she gets really excited. And if you ever have any opportunity to make any kind of money off your music, even if it's like, I don't like, I'd rather do this as far as music. If you ever have an opportunity to make money in your music, do it. Even if it's just for a couple times, and show your parents, like, this, there's a business, there's an industry in this. And the sooner you can get that up, and the sooner you can show them that you can actually do something with it, then you should go ahead and do that. Because I started with Ghosthack, and they're really happy with how that's turning out. How am I doing today? I'm doing very good today. Anyway, point of this live stream is that I'm making bases for a sample pack because I got hired as a sound designer on the Ghosthack team, which was the company that I released my serum pack with. And I'm a sound designer for them, and they're asking me I have to do 100 bass hits, and I have to do 100 bass loops to go as, in addition to one of their sample packs. And I already have a ton of bass hits here. I'm pretty sure there's I'm not nearly done yet, which is why I want to do it in this live stream. But I have like over 50 bass hits right here. They're mainly in F sharp, and E, but I have some like D sharp and A and other things like that. But anyways, that's besides the point. The point is, I want to just make some stuff and let's see what you guys want me to make. Totally ignored you. You have a 16 gigabyte. Good for you. Congratulations. But yeah, I want to make it in the live stream because I know Virtual Riot did these live streams. We were making stuff for the pack, and I learned a crap ton of stuff from him. Y'all probably would learn more from him than you would from me, but it's my turn to, give back. All right, I'm just about set up. Let me do one thing. Alright, so it still says my video output is low, but I'm just going to assume that everything's fine because nobody's complaining that the video or the audio is weird. I'm gonna assume that it's all good. Yep. Alright, and also tell me if like my mic needs to get turned up. Can you show you MIDI? I don't have any MIDI for anything yet. Alright. How do I want to start this? I have a lot of, it's mainly either growls or screech basses or just like crazy stuff because I have these kind of growls. I have screechy things. Where's it good? Suppose like those kind of things. I really want to use Vocodex a lot in this as well. And then I have just like crazy weird so I can do either growls, screeches, or just crazy glitchy mess. Oh, my MIDI keyboard. Here. This is my MIDI keyboard. Hang on, let me pull up my camera so I can see where I'm pointing it. Okay, yes. This is my MIDI keyboard. Here, let me go on this side. It is a Nectar Impact LX49 key. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's nothing too complicated, but all of these knobs and bells and whistles and stuff sync up to FL Studio. So if I wanted to, like, these could control like the levels on the mixer, and these knobs can control like the panning, and I could do a bunch of stuff with that. So it's really nice. I don't use it as much as I thought I would, honestly, and that's mainly because my desk right now, because my desk is so small. Once I move out and like get a new desk, I'm gonna be setting this up and using it more, but until that happens, it's not very useful to me. Yeah, that was an Excision one. How do you start producing? I technically started producing when I was 13, but I was garbage when I first started. It only like for only during the past few years have I made it like a serious kind of production. Like, this is what I want to do. How do I process my rhythm? A bass plays one after the other, but they don't flow together. I can show you how to do that. So let's say I'm going to take a couple basses in F sharp. Let's say I'll just take which was the one I'll take this one because I like it, and then I'll also take one of these. Okay, so we got two very different basses here, and if we just put them together, well, I feel like those flow together a little too well, honestly. I'm pretty sure they both have vocodex, so let me get one that doesn't have vocodex. So let me just make some cuts and stuff like that, kind of just arrange a pattern. Okay, well this one is louder just because of the distortion stuff. We'll just say that worked. And then one thing you want to do first off is to make sure that, like, even if you're using it in a serum patch, that you want to put a little bit of release on your basses and stuff like that so it doesn't immediately stop. And as a matter of fact, you can even, let me just line this up a little bit. They're not really flowing together that much right now, and I mean flowing in MIDI. Okay, let me take, never mind. Let me take a couple serum patches. I'll just take a couple from Next Gen. So if I want to take, I'll take and then I'll take that one, and then I'll take one right here. Which I guess I'll take this one. It's pretty simple. And then I will take, I know exactly which one I want. Where is it? Was it stressed? Okay, yeah, that one's pretty nice. So this needs to be twice long. And this needs to happen. We'll just make like the simplest pattern ever. Point is, they're different basses that don't really like flow that well together. Okay. So first of all, we're gonna, the way to make them flow together is you want to add the separate sub. So let me just go ahead and add sub to all these. I'll just route all of these Yeah, no. This one needs to go into 11. I'll just take 10, 11, 12. And I'm going to route this through my bases group. And in this bases group, I'm doing some important stuff. First off, there's just a high pass. So it just gets rid of all the sub, and automatically you're already hearing it flow together a little bit more. Hey, how you doing? I didn't make that skin. I downloaded that skin. And then I have a little bit of reverb. This is just very, very simple reverb. If I turn the dry down, it just adds a little bit of space, you know. So that's very important. And this is like the side chaining, but we're not doing any side chaining right now. And first off, the most simple thing is just to get the levels right, you know. So let's fix these up. And it's not necessarily where you see the levels at, it's also like perceived loudness, like how you hear them, because the bass, the like growl obviously has a lot more frequencies than that laser, so the growl is going to look louder, but it's not going to sound louder, so you want to go by ear as well as by, like, you know, the visual. Okay. So now that we have that, the next thing to worry about is stereo image. Now, if one bass is really wide and another bass is mono, they're not going to flow together. And this has a lot of stereo image, so all you have to do is just turn this in a little bit. And a great way to tell how much like the stereo is if you go into this little plugin right here. It's called Stereo. Now this came with Faturator. When I downloaded Faturator, you get all these other like tiny plugins. There's also a chorus and like a delay and other stuff. They're very simple. They're very simplistic, but they work so well. Stream is lagging a bit. Hang on. Whoa, what is up with my CPU? I did not even notice. Like that should not be happening. Let me turn my time base down. Yeah, that should definitely not be happening. Okay. All right, I think it's better now. Why is my CPU freaking out? What in the world? Like, that's not okay. Okay. Let me check this out. All right, I think it's better now. Why is my CPU? Yeah. No, it should definitely not be doing that. I have no clue what's going on. Ugh. That is so annoying. There's absolutely no reason why I should be doing that. Does anyone have any idea why? It's like, what am I running? This is all I'm running. Hang on. Okay, OBS is this taking up CPU. Jeez. Yeah, it's not even FL Studio. Like. Yeah. Is it seriously Serum? That's really not okay. Let me check my settings. Output. Video. Is it because I'm doing it in 1080p? Is that why? Oh yeah. Smart disable. Okay, see, it's not lagging. Only the stream is lagging. ASIO. I could do that. Yeah, FL Studio ASIO. Sample rate 44.1. That's all the way up. What if I turn this up? Does that do anything? No, that's not for... That wouldn't even... It's not lagging. It's just stream. ASIO. I could do that. Buy a new CPU. Yeah, that's the easiest solution. Studio ASIO. Sample rate 44.1. But what's triggering me is that it's not lagging in FL Studio. Like, my CPU is fine. That wouldn't even... It's not lagging, it's just a stream. That's really annoying. I don't want to stop the stream, like, I want to keep streaming. I don't want to have to restart it. Output. Delete system 32. Yeah. Good advice. Good advice. Alright, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm just gonna play it and see if it lags again. So. And now I just have to listen back to it, so hang on. Delete system 32. Yeah. Good advice. Good advice. Alright, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm just gonna play it. And I'm not a scrub, Tev. So. And now I just have to listen back to it, so hang on. Okay, so it's only the video output. Like, that's really stupid. Alright, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm just gonna play it and see if it lags again. So. And now I just have to listen back to it, so hang on. Stream at 360. Okay. I wish there was a way to pause the stream and then just restart it. Always helping out. Always helping out, Tev. Helping a brother out. Okay, I guess I'll stop the stream and try to just lower the quality and see if that works. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm starting over again. See if this works. Alright. See you later, Ted. I'm starting over again. Alright. Now let's check the lag. See you later, Ted. I'm starting over again. Alright. Now let's check the lag. Over again. Alright. What? Now let's check the lag. Alright, I think it's fixed. Is it fixed? Is it fixed up? No dropping frames. Awesome. Is it like, can you still see it in 1080p or is it still 720? Alright, yeah, it's down to 720. Alright, cool. I'll probably stop streaming in 1080p because it's a little overboard, especially for what I do. So, alright, cool. Now we just have to wait for people to get back here. Anyways, to answer the question, was it you who asked the question? I don't know, whatever. Either way, this is going up on YouTube. Oh yeah, For everyone on YouTube, because you didn't see it, I streamed a few minutes ago and I was having a lot of lagging because I was streaming in 1080p and it wasn't wanting to play my video along with the audio. But now I dropped it down to 720p. I had to just restart the stream and it seems to be working fine. So for any confusion, that's what that is. So doing a stream, making a base, making bases for a sample pack that I will release through Ghosthack. And yeah, hopefully you'll learn a little bit from it. Right now I'm just showing someone how to flow bases that don't really fit, how to make them fit together. So okay, continuing. What I was saying is a great way to see how wide things are is with the stereo. So this little thing right here came with Facturator when I downloaded it. It's just this little thing, but it's really helpful. So if we solo it, we can see how much stereo is coming through. The release is kind of long, but we can see it's about there. And then with this one, so that has a lot of stereo. What we can do is we can lower the stereo for this one. Okay, that's a little better. And then this one right here. There we go. And now all of them are kind of the same as far as stereo image goes. Okay. It's saying my stream health isn't great, but it's still working fine, so just let me know if anything goes bad again. And now we can just increase the stereo width this way. If it goes into the red like that, that means that there's more stereo than there is mono, and it won't be mono compatible. So you can stretch it out until it's like touching the edges there, but if it turns red, you gotta turn it down. So there we go, that's kind of the next tip, just making sure the stereo is the same. And then reverb and everything, and making sure you cut the sub. And when we put your own sub, it's going to help a lot. Let me turn off the sidechaining, and then so I'm going to put this one on G sharp, and I'm just going to be lazy and still hearing some conflicting frequencies. Oh yeah, I have to. So already you can hear those basses that didn't match at all are suddenly kind of flowing together a lot better. Even if you add just a little release here. And you could just mix it in that way. So, and with a drum loop and everything else, background fillers, it'll work a lot better. Anyway, new project. Making bases. Let's do this. Okay, I need a cleaner mix, and how do I fill out the space? You can fill out the space with symbols, like symbols and stuff. Cleaner mix, make sure you sidechain and make sure everything has its own designated frequency range. High pass all the symbols and background effects and down sweeps and stuff. Make sure that the bases are also high pass and that they have their own sub. The sub is sidechaining very hard to the kick, especially the kick. The snare a little less important, but you can still do that. Just make sure everything has its own space and, you know, it's not fighting for attention. So I think what I'm going to do first off is I want to make something like super glitchy, something weird. So I'm going to use the granulizer for this one. It's probably going to involve Vocodex. This stream is probably just going to have a lot of Vocodex. What's up, Automate? Alright. So for this, I think it'd be best... You always usually put something into this. So what if I just take one of these that I already made? Take something like... Oh, that's a nice growl. Okay, now I'm gonna edit it. I'm just gonna take out this so there isn't an ending. And then I'm gonna put it into here. Oh yeah, my Skillet remake from Instagram. Yeah, it's actually going a lot better than I thought it would. That's only a project when I'm at class though. And now I can use these two knobs are the magic knobs right here. As far as tips on sound design, there isn't really a lot of just straight up tips I can say. Just listen to what, analyze a lot and mess around a lot, and that's really, I know everyone kind of says that, but that's really the best way to go about it. Watch Virtual Riot live streams. That'll help you so much. Maybe not that growl, it sounds a little too basic. I need something like... that. Then I'll edit it and again take away this part. And normalize. I could have crushed that a little harder, but... Well, that sounds cool. I'm just gonna lay down a note. It's gonna be C and it's gonna extend. I'm just gonna extend it that much. And then... yeah, okay, we're good. Let me put it on line, and then we're gonna add a little bit of space at the end. And now we can automate this and automate this. And then we might automate some other stuff later. I don't know. I'll just do this first. Oh, yeah. VR streams are so good. I was actually watching one yesterday night. So, green spacing. And we can just do some weird stuff. What if I do something weird like a wave or something like that? And then the wave spacing. Oh, that ending. So basically I don't really like the wave like for this one right here. But I'll just change these to single curve and then I'll mess around with them. Can you make that Transformers sound from her? Never mind, you're already kind of doing it. Alright, well. That actually sounds really cool. Let's see what all these other things do. Hang on. So, the pan, I already have the pan. Yeah, the speed. Oh, I think that's for like the pan and stuff like that. I don't know too much about this plugin, I just know that it messes things up. Okay, so that sounds really cool. I think I want to put this through like Vocodex and some other stuff. So let's just route this into 10 for no reason at all. Alright. I'm just going to high pass it around here. Might add another sub, but this doesn't really have pitch, so I don't think I'll add a separate sub. A little bit of EQing. And then Vocodex, where are you at? Vocodex is hard to get good, but you just gotta keep doing it, because I used to use Vocodex and the sounds would not come out good. Just because I didn't really know how to use it that well. I didn't really know how to implement it. But alright, so we're already getting something pretty cool. My favorite is to use like around 20 bands. This turned out actually really cool. So that just fattened up the sound like a lot. So I think at this point, maybe a little more release. Okay, sounds good. Maybe RMS. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna, will this pack be free? No, it can't. This is for a pack that I'm gonna release. This is for Ghosthack, which is a company. I explained it in the other stream where things kept messing up. This is why I didn't want to restart the stream, because I forget to do all the intro stuff again. But no, this is for a pack that will be for sale. Although I'll let you know when like I release stuff on Ghosthack that's gonna be for sale. But yeah, what else could I add to this? What could we use? I feel like a multi-band compressor right now would be pretty good. So first off, let me just add an EQ. I don't really think much needs EQing, I just need to turn it down. Alright. The mid. I have like a miniature kind of fat rack that I put together in Patcher, and I'll show you what I did to this. The stream alone is teaching me things very nice. Alright, awesome, thanks. And then I have this mini fat rack, which is basically multi-band saturation, and then the mid and high bands are going through a dimension expander. It's all going into a main EQ, which is turning it down, and I can EQ stuff if I need to. And then it's all running through a nice, good old sound goodizer. It does affect the low end a lot. Oh, and I'm doing all this without OTT, so I don't have OTT. It's real stupid. If I try to pull up OTT, nothing happens because of this right here. This plugin is disabled because of an error during processing. I don't know what's going on here. I've tried to ask people, they don't know, so I'm just doing it without OTT. So yeah, that's a good time. Never underestimate the powers of the soft clipper. Like, the soft clipper is, it's very nice. Now it's lacking a lot in the mid-range, so I'm thinking maybe, can I just EQ it? Don't really want to do that. I think I'm gonna go into Maximus. The low end's looking pretty steady. High end's looking pretty good too. Yeah, I did. I got it where I was supposed to. It just doesn't want to. Like, my IFL doesn't like it. Now I can just do EQing because everything's compressed to about the same level. So, matter of fact, what if I use this little growly thing right here? With some just like some quick notches and stuff, it's pretty good for like formant, for like growls and things like that. It didn't end up working as well. If anything, it just cleaned it up a little bit. But okay. Oh, that download is broken? Oh, I don't know. I hadn't downloaded it before. I'm just like, yeah, I'll download the OTT. Because at first I was like, yeah, I have Ozone. It's an old version of Ozone, but I have Ozone. I know I'm broken for Destiny copy. You said, yeah, I can do that. I know a lot of people who have OTT. But right now, it needs stereo. Let me check the stereo image. Stereo image isn't bad. What if I just did just a straight out dimension expander? Nah, because that's also stereo expanding the lows, which I'm doing the high and mid in the patcher. So I guess I will just pull up the stereo and then. Still sounds good in mono. Alright, I feel like this is a good sound I got here. I'll record it and then make variations. So what was this? Oh yeah, that was the original sound we started with. So let me just record on play. Oh yeah, wait. I forgot to crush it. Before we do that, I want to put it through Wave Shaper. And just pound it through so we get a nice good waveform here. Yeah, sounds good. Alright. And since this isn't really in a tempo, there's not really any point in not trimming it up or whatever, or keeping it a certain length. It's just... And this isn't in a key, so what we're going to have to do, I'll save it in my new sample pack, yeah. And then this is going to be X. What should we call this? I spend too long on thinking of good names. Name ideas. Ozone. That's right. No, not ozone. Gotta be something catchy. I should just name it something and move on, but I'm not the kind of person who does that. It sounds like a robot, so I don't want to just straight up call it Transformer. Name it Weird Wonk. I'll call it this, hang on. It's Wonkify 1. Because I'm gonna make a variation. That's X Wonkify 1. See if we can do some different stuff with the Vocodex. And now I'll go into the... Where is it? Which one is it? It's not the bandwidth, yeah. Hey, how's it going? And then I'll do... What's up, Esky? Yeah, what the crap is right. Find chord trick where you make it sound very close to mono, and then make a patchwork with 2 verbs, put with full wet and no dry, and then please for stereo wet. So you take the soundless mono, make it all verb, and then make it super stereo wide. Wouldn't that make just like an atmospheric sound? Yeah, I'm just making weird sounds. Bass reverb fills the sound. Huh. Yeah, you could just put the reverb in stereo. Like, you could do that a lot. Yeah, I love Vocodex. See, what did the one sound like that we just did? This one sounded like this. Now R sounds like this. So very, very similar. So I don't think I'm going to export that as a new one. I just got to make changes here. So let's just move things around a little bit. Oh, that ending was kind of neat. It needs something's weird though. It's too deep, it needs more high frequency action. Is it this? No, it's this. It's just weird. It's got an odd, like it's too static. These are both moving, right? Well, that's interesting. You know what? We're just gonna delete this because I think just something went awry when I started messing around with that. Using a separate sub. There isn't really, this doesn't have a key, so I'm not using a separate sub, I'm just leaving it the way it is. I feel like but something's weird with like the format. I don't want to spend too long on this one. I'm just trying to figure it out because it sounds cool, except for like what do you think? You hear Porter Robinson, Ritual Self-Track? I have no clue. I haven't heard it. Maybe, let's see, multi-band compression. It's right there. It's like the mid is all gone. Like, what's the... I brought it back a little bit. That just sounds weird. The last part is annoying where it climbs. That part right there. Ooh. Sounds like Death Step. Death Step would be if I went like this. If I added this. Of course that's... Of course that's after doing this. If you make Death Step, get this plugin. Like, Faturator is the plugin for Death Step stuff. However, distortion is a good call here. This makes it a lot grittier and grimier. Sausage, yeah. Alright, so this is the first one. I still like that one better, but this is just really crunchy. I like it. So and then let's go in, delete it, and let's export this. This one, I don't think I'll call this Wonkify. I think I'll call this. This deserves to be called Crispy Chicken. It's really, it just sounds like Crispy Chicken. Therefore, we'd have to rename this Wonkify to just Wonkify, not Wonkify 1. Crispy Chicken. This is a granulized bass sound put through Vocodex and a bunch of other stuff, and now granulize it again. All right, let's make a new one. Let's see. I'm digging this new camera angle. I think I like the new camera angle. Yeah, plan on making a rhythm preset pack. I don't know. I can make rhythm basses, but I can't make a lot of rhythm basses. Like, I can't keep it unique. But yeah, let's do the same thing over again, like Eski said. Let's open up. Where's the granulizer? There it is. And so this was. What? Oh yeah, I have to exit out for it to refresh. All right, now we have our stuff. Sounds good. Granulizer. Good old Crispy Chicken. Not save. I want to edit. Give me edit. There we go. And zoom in here. Oh, here is when the high frequency stuff fades off, so I'm going to do that, and derp. And now put it through here. Jesus Christ. Going through 10 again. Oh yeah, that's very loud. If you don't remember, I'm unfollowing me on SoundCloud. Go ahead, unfollow me. I never post anyway. What? Okay, there we go. Did I not? Oh, I wasn't even in this one. Oof, yeah. I'm gonna make a bass out of this now. Put that through granulizer. Where was I? Yeah, I put it on the kick pattern, but that doesn't matter. It's going into 10. First of all, it's loud. Forgot what SoundCloud was. I have tracks, like, I just have to finish them, man. I have the rhythm track that I haven't worked on forever that I need to finish. I got the Death Step track. Well, I just released the Death Step track with Engine, and then but that was on his page. It didn't turn out that great in my opinion, but I mean, it was good. I just would have done some things different. He just wanted to release it on Halloween. I got that. I got our collab. I got Death Step Rhythm one with Engine collab. So I have stuff. I just need to release them. Now we have to make it not like stale, and we have to automate this because the wave spacing is that's where the magic happens. Saw some cymatics in there. Oh yeah, I have cymatic stuff. Don't think I don't have cymatic stuff. Everyone has cymatic stuff. There's no getting around it. I feel like this does the most when it's actually not moving around that much. That's interesting. It kind of ends up short, but I can work with it. And then I think I want to do something like, I could do the whole bandpass filter with like notch filter action. That could be cool. So I'm gonna just go ahead and that EQ is gonna be just as an EQ before the filter, and then for whatever the filter does. And then this. And then this will happen here. Then I'll automate that, and I'll make a couple of these. Maybe a little less like that. Yeah. And then I'll make this one the same. So these can just start up top, and then I'll automate these. So basically doing the old seamless restrict. Can anyone be a producer with cymatics? Yes, they can. A lot of people can be a producer with cymatics. Good, whether it's a good producer, that's still up in the air, but they can. Okay, so basically it needs to be a lot faster. And then these. So also create automation clip and create automation clip for that. Create acclamation clip. And these will just be doing whatever the crap they want. kind of around the formant areas. Ooh. Doesn't that just look fun? And then after that comes Sound Goodizer. Ooh, okay, it goes up a little high here. I suppose if it goes up high with this, then we have to go up higher right here. Right here. So if I just go like this and then copy this value, and I can paste it right here. I'm literally just putting a full Sound Goodizer. Some EQing. There's a new collab, like 12 different cymatic samples. Where did I use 12 different cymatic samples? In my part? No, I made all those. Screw that. All those samples are mine. Fake news. Let's suppose, yeah. Fat rack. How am I looking? All right. I really wish I could use a separate sub, but it's so like not. It doesn't have pitch. Like I want to just do one of these. But it doesn't have a pitch. Oh. What samples did I use? Like seriously, because I'm trying to think when I was doing my part on the dubstep, that dubstep part. I remember I used Harmer for my basses. I used bass samples that I had made. I used the bell sample that I had made. You had already set up the cymbals. I mean, I know I did use a few of their effects on there. But like honestly, as far as it comes to cymatics, I don't recommend using their basses. Honestly, I don't really like their like serum patches and stuff like that, or like their bass samples. I don't think they're that good. But I do use some of their effects. I'm guilty of using like down sweeps and stuff like that as well. And every now and then I'll take like one of those one of their build-up drum loops, and I'll put that in and I'll turn it down and I'll like EQ it and stuff like that, because that just like fills out space. and also because like they're not that bad. Like as long as you turn it down and like have your own drums over that. I don't use it as the main build up. Like I always have my main kick and my snare going and like some cymbals and stuff like that. But just like the percussion and stuff like that, it's really not bad. Like now everybody wants to collab. Oh boy, I don't have time for collabs, man. Collab. I made a bass with putting gross beat on a Prida snare. Well, you know, good for you for trying new things. Maybe this. I don't want to use that. I thought I did, but I didn't. Vocodex, maybe? Again. Never underestimate the power. I made a stab bass out of a hi-hat using only EQ and sound good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, cause you like you showed me that where you like repeated the hi-hat like super fast. Now this is nice. The power of Vocodex. Such interesting basses. You leaving? See you later, man. Needs freshness. It needs to be fresh. So I think I'll do some multi-band disto. But I use pitch automation. Oh, so like you pitch the hi-hat too? See you later. Alright. So I don't think it has a split band EQ. No, I have no idea what that does. Okay. Whatever, I'll just make one. So I'm going to separate. First off, I'm going to throw EQ on this one, and I'm going to throw an EQ on this one. So we have two of the exact same sound coming through. And then we just do one of these, and I'll put this at, okay, I moved that. I'll put this at about 1,000 hertz. That'll be fine. And then I'll put this here at around 1,000 hertz. So we can first off just EQ it in general. pretty piercing right there. Fresh with Febreze. I should call it fresh base. It just needs like some disto on the top end, you know. Which I guess I could do. Should I do that with Faturator? Yeah, why not use Faturator? See if this works. It's just really, it's really intense. So. Yeah, that added nice. Now I just need multiband. Actually, no, I'm just going to keep doing stuff in the patcher. Because I don't do that much, and that's fun. Alright, we're going to need Maximus. Where's Maximus? There it is. There we go. And everything running through the Maximus. And then, there we go. Mouse is freaking out. Looks better than Serum. What, Faturator? It does look very nice. I like the way it looks. And then... just need some multi-band compression here. Sounds pretty dope. And now let's check stereo image. Stereo image sounds fine. Still sounds good in mono. Alright. Now let's do the old crushing with, where is it, Wave Shaper? I feel like this is already crushed pretty good though. Let's try to record it. On play. Okay, now we have to get rid of that. And now... like, I don't think this could be a main bass just because of how, like, unorganized it is. It's just kind of chaos. But, let me shorten these so we don't have as long a... and that would be our sample. Okay. Let's record it. That's true. Serum is the best DAW. I definitely use that if I didn't use GarageBand. Alright. I'm just gonna do a little fade here. Let's clean it up a bit. Normalize, make sure. This is a fresh bass, so I'm gonna save this as X and fresh bass. I had the castle. No, it's staying like that. It's staying like that. Sounding good, sounding good. Alright, and we can go new. And I think I'm done. See you later, man. And I think I'm done making like weird, just glitchy things. I want to make like something of substance, you know, something useful. Serum, are you a VST or a DAW? That Serum is where a DAW meets VST. That's where it all combines. There lies the truth. I'm gonna come back later, go eat some soup. Get you some soup. Alright. Yeah, I should probably eat sometime. I might pause the stream and eat, but yeah, so basically what do I want to do here? Let me look through. Oh, I haven't looked through these much. This is old. When I did the everything's a bass challenge like forever ago. I should do that again. That was fun. One turned out alright. Oh boy, machine gun bass. Kind of a basic growl. Sounds pretty dope. Pretty sure that was it though. Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna make something new for the stream. Let's new shot. This is the preset. What should I use for a wavetable? Let's take something good. Audio is wonky. That sounds cool, but it has no like low-end presence or anything. Again, that sounds interesting, but warp. I want to stop making the Transformer stuff. I just want to make something normal. Get foul phase. Nah, I'm just going through good wavetables, or just going through my wavetables trying to find good ones. Oh, well, that's god awful. I don't even know why I saved that. Useful. What if I like FM'd with that? It's really like lo-fi, or I could even quantize. Nah, the wavetable's not. It ain't fresh enough. It needs to be fresher. Needs to be fresh. Again, the wavetable ain't fresh. Oh, there's a fresh wavetable. That's actually really good. Top head smooth. Ah, here we are. What if I did me some Ben Plus? Probably Ben Minus would be better. I don't know why I'm hearing phase 1 in this. That's what I'm hearing. Let's just get some kind of shape. Just go. That's interesting. See if we can do something with that. Maybe if I go into something basic. And let's actually turn this down for right now. Actually, I'm going to put that on and just bypass it. So, bypass, okay. And then I'll FM from something lower like that. So we basically get the same thing, but like super gritty because we can adjust the modulation. That is just crunchy. That is a crunchy growl if I have ever heard one. I don't know if I want to just do the classic, you know, high pass sort of thing. But it sounds so good though. Let me turn that on. Maybe if I did like a reverb filter or a combs filter, that could be dope. Let me just try combs first. Alright, we got something weird already. Wow. Alright, it's interesting to say the least. Yeah, I kind of knew that was going to happen. If I did something like downsample, not zero square. It just got fresh. Look at this. You hear this, and then this. It makes it fresh. We got our Febreze. My stream. Why is my stream health still yellow? Is everything going good? My stream health is yellow. Why is it so dark all of a sudden? Used to be brighter. Ah. Well, most everybody's left. But I'm gonna keep doing it anyways. Here, hang on. Let's see if I can get more people. Hang on. Who should I say? Well, I'm putting seamless in the title. Maybe more people will watch. I just want to see how many more people come now that I put seamless in the title. Multi-band compression. That sounds good. I saw Crow do this once on his live stream. He went from like 15 people. He got plus like 20 people. It wasn't with Seamless, it was for someone else, but I want to see if anyone else joins. This bass is already so fat, I don't know how much more processing I'm gonna need. To get more people, I'm still seeing I'm seeing 5, so one more person. Yeah. That sounds good. Yeah, people aren't really buying it. Now he needs a sub. Not from Serum, though. What key should we do this in? What key do I need stuff in? So let me see how much everything else is. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in E. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 in F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in F. So what key do we? D sharp? Yeah, I do even. Where's... Okay, there it is. Actually sounds pretty nice in D sharp. Then I want something else to change here. Maybe if I just make this like a square. And then on the other half I can make something change. I kind of want it to start here. Like if I start... And so this is on 1/2. This would be on a bar. If I just did something like, let's just say this isn't going to sound good, but it actually does sound good. Oh yeah, I'm not even modulating the level of this. I thought I was, but I'm not. So let's go 25, D5, there we go. Yeah, the clickbait. Well, I went from 4 people to 7 people, so far it's working. Who put some stream patches in a pack or just WAV files? It's gonna be WAV files. I'm gonna also process this. So this shizzle needs to be post-processed. So let's see what we can do. Probably going to involve Vocodex again, because I don't get to use Vocodex when I'm making serum presets. I only get to use it when I'm making like pack samples and stuff. So I'm probably going to take advantage of that even more than I'm doing already. What's up? Yep, it's slowly crawling back up. Tips for vocal chops. I think the best way I know how to do vocal chops is if you use something like either SliceX or even just like the Fruity Slicer, which is what works 12 now. Oh boy, now people are coming. Fruity Slicer, because you can just drag in samples. Like I dragged in some samples from Ellie Goulding in D minor, and it works really well. Especially if you play chords and stuff like that, it actually works out really well. So if you want to make a pattern, you can just add in. Obviously, like you want to make it on beat. As a matter of fact, let me just do that real quick because I wanna try that out. If I set the snap to something not stupid, there we go. And like. I'll show you. I'll show you what if for you. I'll show you for you. I'll show you. Like that, and then you can do the note fine pitch. For you. I'll show you. 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 What if you want robotic vocal chops, like not from a song? Robotic vocal chops. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like, not from a song, robotic vocal chops. You're gonna have to elaborate. I don't really know, but it just sounds beautiful when you play chords and stuff. It sounds so good, especially when you add reverb on them. It's very nice. Anywho, back to bass. Not really robotic, but rather not from a song. Well, when you do vocal chops, you take a vocal and you chop it up. So you either take a vocal from a song, like excision sample. What? Well, when you do vocal chops, you take a vocal, whether it's from a song or it's not, and then you chop it up into whatever. So if you want to do vocal chops not from a song, you just get a singer. Like, at that point, either you sing if you can sing, or get someone else who can sing, or just, like, go about it that way. There's really not too much complicated with it. Yeah. It's very nice. This needs stereo is what this needs. That sounds very nice. This is evil, man. We're gonna add our own sub, so. Let me throw my fat rack on it. For everyone who says, who likes the way Ableton effect chains are set up, use Patcher. Like, seriously, just throw a patcher on there and you use Patcher, because you can do, like, the same things that Ableton effect chains can do. Oh. Is the bass a kick dough? What? The bass is not a kick. The bass is a bass. Should we put Vocodex on this again? I think I want to. I think I really, really want to. It might not work out, but we can just scrap it if it doesn't. Vocodex. I have a sneaking suspicion that it might. So what is the purpose of Patcher? Basically, Patcher, you can do this. You can do all of this, and like this can be your macros. Like if you want to do, do the macros in Ableton, you can assign them to a macro right here. Like you can add a knob. Like let's just say I wanted to add a knob right here, and there's my knob, and then hit settings, and you have a knob. Well, the knob doesn't do anything yet because you haven't routed to the knob. If you want to do something like, let's say I wanted to control the dry wet right here, or no, that's not a good example. If I were to take, let's just take the mid. That'd be taking the cuts. I think, yeah. Let's say I wanted to do this. I wanted to control this peak right here. I could go right here. I hit activate, and suddenly we have this little thing right here. and this can connect up to here, and you can control it with the knob. Obviously. You can control it with the knob like that, so that's how you can do the kind of macros. Give me more. Why seamless? Well, I had to choose someone who was plausible but not probable. If I did something like live streaming with Barely Alive or like Virtual Ride or something like that, then they'd be like, no, there's no way. And also it'd probably be something about that. Seamless does YouTube stuff like I do, so I'm like, you know what? I'll just do him for that one. 13 people. Yeah, it's working. But they're realizing what they're missing. They're missing freshness. Don't delete streams. Yeah, I'm not going to delete the streams. These are going to stay up. Yeah, I'll probably make one with Vocodex and without Vocodex. That's weird. As a matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and do this right now because this actually sounds really good and I do want to keep it. So first off, we're going to, oh yeah, separate sub. I forgot to add a separate sub. This is going to help a lot. Already it sounds better. And we're going to have to follow the general pattern. What? Okay. We're going to have to follow the general pattern with this. So I'm just going to put this here and turn this up a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to create automation clip here. We're also going to take this, we're going to copy the value, which is 50%, and we're going to put that on the max. So doing that means that 50% value is actually at the very top because we don't want to go above 50. 12 people. 12 people watching. 13 people. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is good. So it kind of does a. Gonna have to kind of analyze this here. It goes like whoa, whoop, wow, whoop. So. Yeah, that emoji has always, this is off topic, but the hand together emoji is always either high five or like praying. I can never figure out which one it is. I don't know which one it was supposed to be. Check out your SoundCloud after the stream. Sure, DM me on SoundCloud, man. Send me a track. And we're just going to do the same thing again. It goes up and then down to there and then up and then meow. sounds really good. All right, and let's crush it a little bit with a wave shaper. Not a squeeze. Who uses Fruity Squeeze? Actually, OMFG uses Fruity Squeeze. This is so evil. Ah, it's so cool. All right, and now for Edison, and we're going to record on play. Is it too much though? Is it like too crunchy and yummy? It's a little too distorted. Let me just bump it back a little bit. It didn't do too much, but whatever, I don't care. And then delete that. We'll go and normalize that and save this. This is in D, okay. So bass hits, and we're gonna go, yeah. This is in D sharp, actually. I don't think I want to go down to D. It's a little low. Squeeze. That sub though. What do you prefer, OTT or Maximus? Definitely Maximus. I don't have OTT actually. I tried it. I explained it earlier in the stream, but I don't. My OTT does not load up. I use Maximus. It's pretty good. All right. This one. I already have one called Evil, but this one sounds menacing at 150. This is going to be menacing 1. Oh, there we go. So it wasn't necessary to do it when doing drops. Let's see. Is it also necessary to do it when doing drops, or if you don't have to do the sub? Perfect. The sub honestly is like, you just need a sine wave with some extra harmonics. Like that's a sub that I preset up, that I like. This is my template that I'm working on right here, which the sub sounds pretty good, but you don't have to have, you could get away with using just a sine wave. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend, you know, adding a few more harmonics and stuff like that, but it is very important. Can I activate the marker in Edison's song jump? Oh yeah, if you are recording, you see how I'm doing the loops like this? If you highlight the loop and then press play on here, then it'll do the whole song jump shenanigan. So, oh yes, okay. Now it's time to do the vocoder thing. Yeah, it's in 10. Yeah, let me take this wave shaper off. Just made it like really, it's thick. It's thick. I like it. What is the stereo like? It's very, very compressed though. And then the pattern itself on the sub, it has to be perfect. Oh yeah. It doesn't have to be exactly. When I'm doing a when I'm doing it for these samples, I like to do it exactly because like for the samples there's a little more detail involved there, but it doesn't have to be exact. I normally don't do it exact. I just add a little bit of attack and a little bit of release and then just stop it and start it when the note ends. However, I do know that Lumberjack, when he does his basses, when he does his sub, he has like these long sub samples, and every time like he lays down the sub sample for whatever key it is, this is the sample sub he uses every time, and uses the fades in Ableton to perfectly fade out with and like when the bass comes in and when it goes out. And like it is a lot of work, but his sub sounds so good. Like it sounds really, really good afterwards. So if you want to put in the time to do this, do it. Especially if you're using Ableton, just to do what he does. Get, you know, the good sub sample, long sub samples in like a bunch of different notes, and do it that way, because it really does sound good. Like it's a nice fat sub. You know what, the stereo width is fine. It needs multi-band compression. So I'm going to go into Maximus. Of course, the sub is also playing. That's not going through the multi-band compression, but... kind of eliminating a few of the really sharp peaks. Oh yeah, it definitely needs to work here. It just smooths it out a little bit. Alright, sounds really, really good. Once again, gives EQ tips for your dubstep basses. Okay, if you're looking at an EQ, I think the best EQ to look at right now is the Ozone EQ. I have the old version of Ozone 5. It's not, I didn't buy it, a friend gave it to me. But, like, if you look at it, right now this is looking pretty flat, so it's pretty good. But you want to make sure around 3,000 hertz that it's not, that's not poking through. You want to make sure you do one of those. And also, you want to make sure this area is under control. And what I mean by that, you don't want it to be way down here one moment and then way up here another moment. And that's multi-band compression. If you go into the low end and just squish the low end to keep it a constant kind of about there, and make sure it's not too muddy. So you can drop down around here and about there. And also, another thing that I like to do as far as the EQing goes is if you take, I have it on parametric EQ, if you take this, I just have this little thing here, you can use peaks, or in this case, just like drop down the peaks a lot. You don't have to do it this much, but to edit the vowel, the formant vowel, you see, because if you boost it up, those actually sound pretty nice, but let me do this one. That's just kind of ugly frequencies. So if you kind of just find the right spot, like there sounds pretty nice. It kind of enhances the vowel. You can kind of clean it up. So doing that, maybe about that much or whatever in certain areas, is also a pretty good tip. I don't really want to do it in this one, but have you heard of Oxygen Fire Stream? He says, yes, I have. I don't remember them that well, but I don't think either of them were like, whoa, this song is so cool. I think it's already going through hard enough. And then let's record it again. That was the other one. Yeah, the vocodex just adds a lot more character. The little gap is triggering me. Yeah, that little gap can definitely go. And it'll still be fine because there's a slight delay on the attack of the basses anyway, so it's not going to mess up with the rhythm. Alright, let's save that sample as, what did I call it? Yeah, Menacing. This is Menacing 2 at 150. Alright. Oh yeah, Bad Clad always does good stuff. Bad Clad stuff is really nice. It's very nice. Alright, let's exit out of here so we can kind of refresh. What time is it? It's 2:05. I've been streaming for over 2 hours. Might wrap it up sometime soon. It's been going for a while, but I'll leave the stream up on YouTube. Or at least this one. You know, the first bit was, there was some stupidity going on there, so I have to... It still says my stream health is not very good. Why does it say it's not very good? What happened? What's going on? I mean, I got the watchers back to where they are, but... Good clap. Comedy gold. Bad clat, more like good clat. The sample pack cannot be free. I'm sorry. I'm making samples for Ghosthack to release as on one of their packs. They asked me to make 100 bass samples and 100 bass loops. I got to get to the loops. I've barely even started. I've got just like 2. I mean, they sound really good. But I gotta get to work on that more. I just want to get as many bass hits down as I can, and then move on to the can't speak words, bass loops, so I can have the most samples to use to create them. Although the test for making the bass loops is literally if you take one and you throw it in and then add just like a drum loop. It sounds awesome. So yeah, that's the best way to check. Once you make a bass loop, then I don't know why I made a new one, but once you make a bass loop, just throw drums under it, and if it sounds good, then you made a good loop. So that's the best way to judge that. I'll make one more sound. Let's see. So I made a bunch of glitchy sounds. I made growl basses. Yeah, let me go over what I made today. How do you manage the time to work both on your new bass and his for Ghosthack? I don't really. I haven't released stuff. I don't release enough stuff. I'm still in high school. So I'm trying to do school and work with Ghosthack and do YouTube at the same time. So that's a struggle. I mean, Ghosthack is well, not making me. I kind of I was into the idea, but I'm doing videos for them as well, and like that's all well and good. But tracks and YouTube are probably gonna have to slow down a little bit, at least until I get more time. Screechy bass tips. I'm gonna make a screech bass in Serum, so I'm gonna do that in just a sec. But once I finish my senior year in high school, I'm going to have a lot more time, first of all, to work, because like Ghosthack is like a job now, and to make YouTube videos and tracks. So I'm going to have a lot more time to just do a lot more stuff. So I'm really excited for when I graduate. But until then, things are just going to have to kind of slow down a little bit. Yeah, really. So screech basses in Serum. Quickest way to make a screech bass is literally just to go into basic shapes and then bump this up 1, down 2. You can turn this on a square wave and turn this one on a saw wave. Where's the saw wave? There we go. And obviously turn this down and then just FM. And you got a screech bass. Let me turn on mono legato. Kind of sounds like the cooker lead. Anyway, enough of that. Not load preset. Initialize preset. What I learned sound design and mixing and mastering, pretty much self-taught. Analyzing tracks, which I'm going to do a video on, and then Virtual Riot streams. I can't tell you how much I've learned from Virtual Riot. He has so many live streams out there, like people have recorded and stuff like that. Yeah, that's spaghetti, definitely. But people have put so many of his streams and stuff on there. I highly recommend you watch that. He did this one like 5-hour stream. It isn't even the whole thing. The video is 5 hours, and where he was making Lunar. I've watched that the entire thing through multiple times just because it's so helpful and so entertaining. But so look up those. Obviously, my channel should help you. I hope it helps you. But just analyzing stuff. Like I listen to music. When I listen to music, I'm automatically analyzing all the elements and stuff in my head, and I like it. Like I like doing it. It's not a burden to me. It's fun. So that's when I'm listening to music in the car, especially when I find new music, I can hear everything that's going on, and suddenly everything that I'm hearing is just going into my bank of knowledge, and I can just the more music I listen to, the more knowledge I gain. It's just like a sponge at that point, which is what I like. But okay, screech basses. I think I want to make. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a wavetable first. Let's make our own wavetable. First of all, I'm just gonna start by drawing something. Let's make it stranger. You know what I think I want to do? I think I want to turn this on 0 and then just whee, go all over the place. Maybe do something like this. More harmonics are needed though. Maybe this. There we go. I want to see how cringy that Wii was. Hang on. And obviously my channel should help you. I hope it helps you. But my channel ain't gonna help you at all. Just analyzing stuff. Like I listen to music. When I listen, suddenly everything that I'm hearing is okay. Screech basses. I just want to hear this. Hang on. I think I want to make. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a wavetable first. Let's make our own wavetable. First of all, I'm just gonna start by drawing something. Let's make it stranger. Stranger Things. I think I want to turn this on 0 and then just whee. Oh god. Waluigi. So we're gonna turn this down. It already kind of sounds thick, so let's do one of these. If I want to do this, then let me do remap. There we go. And we're gonna make a shape, sort of not really much at all like anything normal. I don't know what did I just say? Sort of not really much at all like anything. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then what's gonna happen here is you're gonna just take the remap. We're gonna do one of these. I did a tutorial on this like forever ago, but yeah, we're gonna turn this down, and we are going to turn on envelope and turn on 1 bar, and we're going to render oscillator a warp. Oh yeah, I don't even need to have this on. We're just going to render oscillator a warp, and then we have our wavetable. Obviously, like that happens, but because I'm automating. If I turn this down, now it's a wavetable. There's a difference between remap 1 and remap 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that's basically the amount of frames you have. Like say if I have remap 1 and here's remap 2 and here's remap 3 and here's remap 4. It's basically acting like a sync at that point. You're just putting more copies of the waveform in the frame. Remap 1 is the most useful if you want to do wonky kind of syncy-ish stuff, whatever, then you can use the other remaps. But I normally just stick to remap 1. I write getter type bass lines. It's not that complicated. You just want to stick near to one note and not a lot of like, you know, don't stray from that one note that much. Just kind of go up, slide, you know, up and down and kind of around that area. Getter type bass lines. If you're talking about the actual line like the MIDI, then that's my suggestion. Getter type like bases. He makes so much different stuff. Like people say he makes the same thing over and over again, but he really doesn't. Like he adds different stuff. You can tell his style from a mile away, but he does do other stuff as well. All right, continuing. And then when it's up here, we can do the remap again. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. First of all, let me save this wavetable. This is going to be under digital. I'm going to call this thick. And then I'm going to make this one. This is going to be, so we're going to render oscillator B warp again, or oscillator A warp again. And this happens. And now it's a wavetable. This is going to be thick times 2. Now we got the wavetables look really nice too. Obviously that just looks like a mess if I do the normal scan. Yeah, now you can see what it looks like. Ooh, that looks very nice. Yeah, stick times 2, not 4088. The normal skin looks so weird now. So I'm used to the other one. Yeah, this is what this one looks like. It looks very nice too. But I like the skin. Maybe jade. That's a little too cool. I want something maybe red, blood, ruby. Nah, I like the fire. Anyway, I think what we're going to do for this one is we're going to just use the second one that I did. Because for making these screech basses, I find you don't necessarily have to even use FM. And like most everyone uses FM nowadays. But if you just take a really frequent wavetable like this, all the thickness. Very nice. This is very nice. I have my whole thing set up here, but ever since the OBS update, it didn't go too well. I gotta get good at going. I like flipping from this to this, you know. I'm not very good at it yet. And to this, which that one's not, honestly, not too hard. Okay, all right. First off, we're gonna do the usual. We're going to squarify and normalize. So already we got screech, you know. And we already have a screech bass, like right there. We have a really good screech bass. Like that sounds good. And I don't want to be gay and just do this. I want to do something like this maybe, and then that's a nice shape. If I do something like this. Minecraft is the best DAW. And then I should just recreate the warm-ups loop. What about mirror? What if we did mirror? Not flip, mirror. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to turn on this, and then this will go here, this will go here, this will go here, and this will go here. And we'll do the same thing over again, but it's not going to be the same. It's going to be different. This is going to be here. Maybe if we just did this. I want to automate this, so this is here. If we take this and add it onto this, then let's continue working on this. We got the mirror. The mirror sounds nice. I like the way the mirror sounds. It needs, if we're going to make screech bass, it already has the vowel action, so we might as well just continue with that. I feel like this doesn't want a high pass, though. It wants a band pass. Like if we go band pass 24. Turn up that fat. Is there a deadline that you have to make all the 100 bases? Yes, it's by the 15th, I'm pretty sure. What headphones do you use? These are Sennheiser 280 HD Pros. They're very nice headphones. They're kind of like they're kind of the studio standard nowadays because they're not like super expensive. I'll tell you right now, for studio headphones, they are like $150, which isn't like cheap for headphones, but as far as good quality goes, they are basically the best you're gonna get for your buck. A lot of colleges are using these nowadays. A lot of music production schools are using these. They're becoming more and more common now, and they're very nice. I highly recommend them. This is what I make all my tracks on, and I probably shouldn't mix and master on these, but I do mix and master on these. Obviously, I check it in my car and stuff like that. But they're very good production headphones. I wish they didn't look so weird. Like, they look very weird. I guess they're not meant for YouTube. They're not meant for this kind of thing. But they're good headphones. They're very good headphones. Wow, and how much basses have you made so far? So far, I think I've made over 50. I can check. Here, let me just turn this down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 60, yeah, 64. I've made 64 so far, and I'm working on the 65th. You know, it would have been so much easier just to go like this and then opened up like my bass hits and been like, oh, there's 64 items. But no, I didn't think to do that. Also have to make the bass loops, but those don't take as long as the bass hits. All right. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the wind chimes because this adds a nice high frequency. Nice high frequency ring. Maybe if we modulated the mirror a little bit. Let me go. There's definitely going to be a lot of variations on this sound. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to put it on 69. Good idea. Sounds much better. Let's just use maybe a soft clip or a hard clip. Add just a little bit of the flanger for more life, the phaser. It does sound kind of like E-Hide. Got some producing to do, yeah. Go right ahead. It is possible to make an acoustic rock and roll drums in FL. If you have acoustic rock and roll drum samples, you can always use the samples from FPC because they got like, where is it? Drums. There it is. FPC. Because, you know, by default, it's got these normal, I forgot they updated this. It's got these normal kind of drums, so you could definitely do like rock and roll drum stuff in here. You just have to import the samples. They have a bunch of presets with a bunch of things, acoustic, like breakbeat, like that, you know what I'm saying? So you could definitely do that. You just need the drums. So they got, oh, they have a dubstep one. Where's the kick? Ooh. Okay, no, those are not good toms. The hi-hat's alright. Kick drum's nice. Don't like snares that much, but anyways, you get my point. Finishing up this. A little bit of the whole delay action. If we get my big metal. This is a very growly, screechy bass. What is my daily routine? I don't really have a routine at this point. School, and then like I wake up, I at like 7:30 or 8:30. I get up, do school, eat breakfast and lunch sometime around there because I'm homeschooled. So I get up and do school up until around like 12:30. Well, that's usually when I grab lunch. So at 1 o'clock, I have to leave for audio tech class, which I go to audio tech class at the Fine Arts Center in Greenville. And I go there, and that lasts a couple hours. I get back a little bit before 4, and then at that point, I either go to the gym or I go rock climbing because I have a membership at a rock climbing place, and I go to either one of those, or I just like run on a treadmill, just some kind of like working out, and then I come back, finish whatever school I need to do, and that's when it's at night when I can do this, and when I can watch YouTube or make like that's the hard thing. I don't like recording YouTube videos at night because of the lighting is just god awful, and usually like my the household is asleep or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty basic. That's my usual weekday. You getting paid for the pack? Yeah, they're paying me for the pack. Multi-band compression, that's what it needs. Very nice. Very nice. Oh yeah, the remake. I haven't finished it yet. That was just the thing I started when I actually have time, and I've done a couple episodes of it, and it's going well, but I just haven't gotten around to doing more of it. I'll tell you guys right now, this channel is not going to excel until I get out of high school. I'm still going to be uploading, but it's nothing too big is probably going to happen until then. I might do some stuff over winter break. That could be fun. I can do some stuff then, but filter. What if I added like a flanger negative? That sounds nice. Don't squarify your bases, just add a flanger. I'm a senior. When your screech bass is coming out too growly, just add the flanger negative. EQ. Honestly, it doesn't really need that. I think what would be better is if I did one of these, because it needs to be cleaned up a bit. Explain a little bit about the placement of the effects and why it's important. Well, I guess at that point, it's basically what you just know that everything, like the EQ is EQing everything below it. The delay is delaying everything below it. And most of the time, in most situations, well, I can't really say that. Because let's say if I want the compressor after the filter, I don't want to take the compressed signal and then the filter be, putting peaks and valleys in the compressed signal. That kind of uncompresses it at that point. I want the harmonics to still be squished, so I put the filter before the compressor so it squishes the filtered harmonics as well. And the delay, I don't want the delay before the compressor, because then this happens. Versus this. I don't want it to compress that delay after I've lifted it up. As far as the EQ goes, if I put the EQ before the compression, it's going to compress down the EQ peaks and valleys that I put in there. I don't want to compress that down. I'm doing the EQ like that on purpose, So that's how, that's my placement there. It really just depends. You got to just kind of, use common sense in your head what you want to do. Like, I don't want it to, the hyperdimension to, in this situation, I don't want it to expand the distorted signal. I want it to, the distortion to distort that kind of chorus, you know, spreaded signal as well to get even more kind of a weirder distortion. It just depends on what you want, honestly. And that means if I change this up, the distortion is also going to change. Made a whole track using just Serum. That could be dope. Like, you get the drums and everything else in Serum too. That'd actually be a fun thing. Okay, I think I'm done with this. I want to put it into 10. Actually, I do want to. Here we go. That sounds good. And then I'm going to lay down a note. What key do I want this in? Should I do this in D sharp again? Suppose I could do it in E. I think E needs... Yeah, E sounds good. You just get rid of this. Go into all, get rid of this. So, oh yeah, it's on the kick pattern, whatever. And then we're gonna automate this right here, because this is the speed. So create automation clips. Yeah, this can be here. Okay. And now hold. All right. What if I did a, like a, like if I did the, one of these, actually this would have to be down and this would have to be up for this to work. And let this affect the chorus pitch. Cool. No, I don't really like it. I thought I would, but I don't. Or maybe with this, if I do the pitch bend, that could be different. That could be nice. It's like, let's see. Do you like Minecraft? I see it on my computer. I don't have Minecraft on my computer. Yeah, I don't really play Minecraft much. Died yesterday. What? Get that recovered, man. Because Minecraft is thick, daw. It's like music, you can create anyone. It's the best, thickest daw. Sounds really sad, dude. Really sad. Oh, it's like yeah, I can kind of see that. It's like sad almost. That's kind of like when I was making this sound right here. It almost, that was my thought. Like it sounded sad, or like I called it stressed. You just add the little you know, that kind of pitch bend there. It's like the warm-up space. Let's add my fat rack. Fat rack number 1. I'm gonna make another one, but I found that I consistently have to kind of lower. Do I use Ableton? I don't. I wish I had Ableton. Then I think I'd use it, you know, a little bit more. Then like I'd still use FL Studio mainly, but Ableton would be really good for like I might do some Ableton tutorials, and then I'd do collabs and stuff like that. Would work really well with Ableton. I could use Ableton's effect chain for stuff like this, because Ableton does have some very, very nice effects that FL Studio doesn't have. I definitely get Vocodex into Ableton as well though, but troll face, it kind of does. Let me add This is what I was talking about earlier, how it like really helps to do something like this to, you know, kind of bring out the vowels. Skrillex, you mean the one who is king of the wub wubs? I don't listen to Skrillex much anymore, honestly. He's merged into a hybrid trap. That's happened. Okay, I feel like now I just need some multi-band compression. Always do a little bit of this. I always encourage everyone to try manual multi-band compression instead of just putting like an OTT or something like that. Work with it a little bit yourself, because it's really nice if you kind of customize it at this point. And Maximus is the best compressor to do it. Can you upload this preset of Patcher? It seems really good to thicken the sound. I don't know when I can upload it. I might give it out sometime, but basically I'm splitting the bands. You see I have these 3-band splits right here that I'm doing, and on all of them I have a soft clipper doing this. This is just like, never underestimate the power of the soft clipper. It's very nice. It's very nice. And the mid and the high band are going through a dimension expander. And then it's all going through an EQ, which I'm lowering it down a little bit, and then I can EQ it however I want depending on the patch. Then it all runs through a good old sound goodizer. So that's my current fat rack. If I ever make a video about Patcher, I'd probably give it out then, but let's check the stereo width. Yeah, it sounds alright by itself. It's a little more of a mono sound. It's not a super stereo sound. Okay, I think what I want to do, like I did before, is to just use this after a sub, obviously. Yeah, let me do a final high pass. Just get rid of the mud, and then I'll do a then I'll add the sub. Very nice, very nice. And then this happens. Ah, sub sounds good. And then I'll automate this like I did in the last one, and use this again. Copy value, paste value, and now that's 50%. Awesome. Could you please say some good VSTs? Okay. Okay. VST number 1 might come as a little bit of a shocker to you. I'm gonna have to go with 3x oscillator. That's one of the best VSTs that I've ever used. Let me pull it up. It's under yeah, here we go. Oh, it sounds so good. And watch this. Pretty cool, am I right? I highly recommend it. Don't clone it, delete it. I'm sorry, I have to delete you. I love you. Oof. OTT is good and free, yes. OTT is good and free. That is true. Check our levels. Looks pretty nice. Let's just crush it. Awesome. And now we will record it and bounce it out. For subs, it takes the least CPU. Yeah, I use Citrus for my subs, honestly. Like I get a fatter sub from Citrus. But you can use 3x oscillator for your subs, definitely. On play. I want to try the whole making a track using just 3x oscillator. I really think that'd be fun, because like the Image Line did that contest thing, and the guy who won it was he did a good job. He did a good job of the track, but every single thing ever in the track was made from 3x oscillator. All the drums, all the basses, everything. Can you show how to make yoi talking basses like old style dubstep? Yeah, sure. You go into Citrus. This will just take a sec. You go into Citrus, not Toxic, Biohazard. You go into Citrus. There we are. You default patch. You drop it down on the main. Actually, you're gonna want to even go like this because it's too high. And then operator 1. Let me see if I can remember. I haven't done this in so long. Operator. Yeah, we're just gonna leave operator 1 a sine wave. Operator 2 is going to be a triangle wave with 1 harmonic raised. I will just say about there. I'll see. Oh yeah, I need to turn on smooth. can get a... Let's do it even higher, actually. It's all clicky right now, so I have to do the modulation. It's going to be modulation X. We're going to turn this all the way down. So now we can go... Why can't we go like that? Hello? Oh, yeah. Oh, hello? Why is it not working? Mod X for operator 2. I did something wrong. Something happened. I know this is stupid. Like, I know how to do this. I've done this before. It's something just brain fart. Why can't I remember? Can't I remember how to do this? But where does it go? I forget. It's in modulation, yes. Mod X is going up and down like that. On 2. Oh, does it need to be on 1? No, it wouldn't be on 1 either way. Oh, it is on 1, yeah. There you go. And then you can just go on here. If you want to add some more frequencies to make it just a little thicker. Like that. It's not only possible in Citrus, you can also do this in FM8, and I wonder if you can do it in Serum. I've never tried to replicate it in Serum. Well, first of all, you can do it in Serum if you just go like this and take the spectral squelchy FM. No, I want squelchy FM 1. There you go, right there. The Literally Seamless did the exact same thing I did, except he did it better just a second ago, and then he made it a wavetable. But I wonder. So we start out with a sine wave. So I'm just gonna make this sine. And then we have a triangle wave on this one here. Just go into basic shapes. Triangle wave on this one with a harmonic raised somewhere in here. Maybe not there. This is sine wave harmonics. It's no longer triangle wave harmonics though, because in Citrus it's a little different, but we'll try it anyway. With no output from there. And if we FM. Ah. You can do it. Ah, very nice. Very nice. Looks like if you want to do it there, you have to go like higher. Oh, that just sounds cool. Obviously, you'd have to play around with it a little bit more to get the same sound from Citrus, but yes, you can still do that. Do you know what the gospel even is? Share the gospel with your dirty, thick bass, bro. Anywho, alright. Moving on, just wrap up this sound, and then I'm going to wrap up the stream. Oh, I forgot what it sounded like. Sounds good. Need sub, though. I was doing the sub, wasn't I? Yeah. So this goes up like this. I'm not going to want this one on hold. I need it on something else. It's going to be on single curve. pretty sure the shape was the... Yeah, okay. So, here, and then here. Come on, mouse, do your job. Like this. I'm just gonna leave it up like that. And then, same thing here. Let me go into a smaller size. I'm just gonna replicate the same thing, just a little smaller, obviously. There. And then that. Let me make it bigger. And this will go up like this. I'm gonna leave it since it's going so fast here. I think you can so I'm watching the stream for an hour. Where's the seal? Oh, let me take Seamless out of the thing. I completely forgot. That's funny. Clickbait. I completely forgot I did that. Because I was at like 4 people. You know what? Let me see how many people I can get in. And I got it back up to like 17 people at one point. Jesus equals good news. CNN equals fake news. Yes. May the truth be told. And this will just cut down really sharp. That's hilarious. Are people still waiting for Seamless? People are still waiting for Seamless to show up? That is funny. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna make this a little like not so low at this point. Now at that point it's gonna be lower. And this can be on Single Curve 3, so it's even sharper. He loves us so much, said he died for our sins, so we could be free and have eternal life. We all know who the true god of dubstep is. We must pray to Jesus. I've been recording this whole time. That's funny. Dadgummit. Okay, good. And we're going to delete the blank space. Roblox, my dude. That's it. Just Roblox. Little too distorted. Little too distorted. This was supposed to be a screech bass. It turns out into this sort of squarey, growly thing. Sorry I didn't make an actual screech bass, but it turned out really good either way. You know, it's actually really similar to what I did just a minute ago. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is very, very similar. This one sounds beefy. It's gonna be called Beefy. So bass hits. This is an E. Beefy. 150. Good. And now we can say simple as. I just did it. I need to make changes. That's what I want to do. Make changes. Oh, I wanted to add Vocodex. That's what I wanted to do. Maybe I'll hold off on Vocodex for this one. I've been using Vocodex a lot. Let me just change the mirror. This is where the magic's gonna happen. Yeah, and I just want to get as much out of this sound as I can. There we are. And it's a little bit screechier in that sense now. It's not quite as you know, even and growly. And yeah. Save as Beefy 2, which means I have to change this Beefy to Beefy 1. And now, there we go. One more time. Do you know where Panda Eyes and some producers get those heavy guitars, samples, or synths in their dubstep songs? I don't know. They might be able to play guitar. They might know a guitarist. Like, do you know Jesus? Yes, I know Jesus. I am a believer. May I have some media in Minecraft? Especially where I can listen to your songs. Oh yeah, if you go onto my channel, there's a little thing on the side that says my SoundCloud. My SoundCloud is Rubik's with a C. Since you ask, and I'm perfectly okay with giving out my SoundCloud. What? What is going on? Well, that's my SoundCloud, guys. What the what in the world? Why did it do that? Fine, you know what? Whatever. This is my SoundCloud. Let's line it up. There we go. This is my SoundCloud. That's my collab I did with Engine. Feel free to, you know, follow me. And what the crap? Why? Let me just clear everything off the... Why? Is that going to be there for forever and eternity? What? It won't go away. Whatever. Whatever. Video output low. Ah, whatever. That sounds good. And now we'll do that one. Yeah, it sounds different. Alright. Because this sounds like something that would be kind of a main bass. So when I'm doing these main bass things, I like to add like variations and like render them out, because when you are using a main bass, you a lot of times want to add variation, or at least I do. So if you're using a sample like this, you're probably going to want to add variation. I'm assuming... I love how I'm assuming, like, people who are using samples as their main bass are gonna care enough to make a variation. Oh, whatever. Just doing my best. And then this is going to be Beefy 3, which is the final sample for the day. I made good progress for today. I'm probably gonna do more later today because I need to get it done, but... Do you have a track devoted to Jesus? I don't think I have a track devoted to Jesus yet. Oh, CJ. Yeah, yeah. CJ, you got a track devoted to Jesus? You got it? Are you honoring your Lord and Savior, Jesus? My friend, is actually Eski, did a remix of Oceans, which is quite lovely. It's quite lovely. My sister listens to my friend's music more than she listens to mine. Alright. You know what that sounds like? You know how it sounds? It sounds very nice. Very, very nice. Alright. Do 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 do. All right. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in, especially if you were looking for Seamless. I'm sorry about that. I just had to clickbait. For everyone on YouTube, if you were confused about that, I put Seamless in the title. I said making bass sample pack live with Seamless, just to see if I could get more people. But that's what that was about. I forgot to take that out. But yeah, video output is low. Screw you. That video output's fine. Okay. List of VR live streams. Go to Chill's Heaven. Here, hang on. I'm gonna just shout Chill's Heaven, whatever, out right now, because he uploads so many virtual riot stream. Chill's. Yeah. This guy. Hang on. This guy's channel right here. He uploads all these virtual riot streams and like organizes them, and this is from like way back. Like, he does a really good job. So you can check out a lot of his live streams there, or just Google virtual riot live streams and you'll get stuff all over YouTube. So alright. Bass pack with Skrillex, yeah. And Jesus. Bass pack with Jesus. That's what we're doing. Alright. Like I did in the last one, I'm not gonna kill you guys with air horns, but last time I just ended on a picture because it always cuts out my outro. So I'm going to do the same thing today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful, smash that like button below. Hit subscribe. Oh, the bell. I always forget about the bell. Hit the bell if you want to see live streams. It's a bell. It's like down here on this side, just like straight down for a couple miles. And there's a bell. It's right by the subscribe. So do that. Make sure that's done. And I will see you in the next video. Peace. Where's the picture? Oh, no, wrong one. Where did it go? No, there we go. Good stuff.